Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Sonic, WWE 318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your WWE Night of Champions 2023 review. Yep, I have finally came right off of watching the show once again to give you guys my full-on thoughts and opinions on the show. Since once again, I actually just relatively just got done watching the show just recently after coming off of this, coming straight to you guys to do this review. So as I said, this is somewhat another blind, right off the bat, freaking review. So as I said, we're not going to wait, so we're going to jump on into this review that none other than actually has opened up the show in surprising fashion with none other than the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament Final between AJ Styles and Seth Rollins to see who will become the quote-unquote inaugural World Heavyweight Champion, which none other than my prediction was obviously none other than the fact was Seth Rollins to win this match, but could definitely see Styles winning it. But after all the hellish nature that went into this match, we saw none other than my prediction come true, as Seth Rollins did in fact won this match. So that's my prediction score, none other than starting the show, none other than 1-0. And my thoughts on this match is, while slow and methodical in its pacing, in that I'm sure we all collectively would have thought this would be the main event of the night instead of it opening the show off on, obviously enough, this match surely kept me engaged in all that it had to offer, as I truly just didn't want it to end and truly sided with both men equally in this win-win scenario, simply put by Styles himself heading into this match online in some sense of the word, obviously enough. Both men gave it all that they had in them, and the match overall didn't disappoint in my eyes personally. So he said, good job with a good old opening to see Seth Rollins become the World Heavyweight Champion at this show to open up Night of Champions. Huzzah. So, moving on next from that bit of fun, we had none other than Becky Lynch taking on Trish Stratus. My prediction for this match was for Becky Lynch, though I could in fact see Trish win it here if for some reason they wanted to continue this feud on, much to the displeasure of many in doing so. Which it looks like we're going to be doing that because obviously Becky Lynch lost this match potentially. Well, she did. Well, she did potentially lost. She did lose this match, but potentially we're going to see another match between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. Because obviously enough, as you clearly see on screen, she had a little bit of help winning this match against Becky Lynch. But either way, my prediction was incorrect, as Trish Stratus once again won this match. So that is my prediction score tied at none other than 1-1. And my thoughts on this match is not much to really say here. Not an entirely bad match or anything, but just a simple and adequate match for what we all expect to get out of this match, to be honest. To only get to the end result we got with, obviously before, we saw a little help with none other than Zoe Starks helping Trish get the win to continue this feud on with obviously between both her and Lynch. Only this time with Zoe backing Trish along the way. If not just having Lynch feud with Starks, with this being her star-making moment, and to give her a rocket of a push in doing so. Again, match wasn't anything special, but just about a serviceable one for what was expected out of it all, to be honest. So, blah. Moving on from that, we had the Intercontinental Championship match between Mustafa Ali taking on champion Gunther. My prediction for this match was for simply Gunther to win this match, and he did so. So that was my prediction score, 2-1. And my thoughts on this match was just about what we expect out of this match between these two. Ali put up the fight of his life to try, as I was trying to say here, to try and attempt to conquer Gunther here with all he could in this match, but just wasn't enough to stop the Ring General's reign to put his, reign to bed, obviously enough. So, once again, entertaining all things considered, but truly a result that was destined to occur with Ali taking the L here against Gunther once and for all. So, huzzah. Moving on from this, we have Bianca Belair taking on Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. My prediction for this match was for Belair to win this match, as she surprisingly lost this match. So that makes my prediction score after Belair losing the championship and see Asuka actually become the Raw Women's Champion, become a new champion here, a tie at none other than 2-2. And my thoughts of this match was, I mean, I guess if there was going to be anyone to defeat Belair for her title, it would be Asuka. But after the subpar build we got towards this match, and the fact that it actually happened during this match of all things is truly what appalled me, guys. Granted, what these two did here wasn't anything bad or anything, but it just wasn't something I would expect to be of quality for Belair to lose her title in, as I'm certain their match at Mania was a whole lot better than this one was. But it's worth noting how not only does this still not answer the dreaded question of how do we make sense or deal with having two different brand champs on the opposite shows, but to also possibly head towards a potential heel turn in the hands of not only just Belair, but the Street Profits themselves, as it's recently been the rumor mill to happen if it so chooses to do so. But if anything, though, this only serves as a means of probably having Belair to be a chasing face towards looking to get her title back against Asuka heading into SummerSlam, and only that alone, obviously enough. But again, though, truly was taken aback a bit by Asuka actually winning the title here in this match, but up to see what actually happens coming out of it all for sure if the cards line up to make a good and positive sense out of it all, to be honest. Well, like I said, we're just gonna have to sit tight, wait and see what happens heading out of this match with Asuka being the champion, obviously enough to see what exactly happens heading out here with both her being champion and Bianca Belair potentially going face, obviously, chasing her title to get her title back from Asuka. Well enough, obviously, guys. So, moving on from that, we have Natalya. Oh boy, this match. If you even want to call it this match. Natalya versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. My prediction for this match is for Rhea to win this match, and obviously enough, she pretty much did win this match, so the match prediction score 3-2. And my thoughts on this match. My thoughts. Well, that happened. Simply enough, guys. That was simply my thoughts. But no, seriously, I have more written down. Hardly could even count this as a match, to be honest, as I've just pretty much briefly said before, though. But for what we got, though, totally not the birthday gift Natty was wanting, I'm sure, because obviously the commentators, obviously Corey and Michael Cole, was addressing how she was coming down the aisle, obviously how it was Natalya's birthday, and that was not a good birthday day for Natalya, to be honest. So blah. A blink or you'll miss it match, if you want to call it that, in quotes, and one that probably could have been way more if we actually got something out of it all, to be honest. So blah. Moving on from whatever that match was, if you even want to call it that match, we had Cody Rhodes taking on Brock Lesnar. My prediction for this match was for Rhodes to win this match, though I wouldn't have been too surprised if Lesnar got the win here, even though, like I said though, Rhodes, in fact, was a prediction, but obviously enough, he lost this match by means of quote-unquote pass out. I'll address that in a second, but once again, for you guys, my prediction was incorrect as Lesnar won this match, so the match for prediction score tied again at 3 wins and 3 loses, and this makes me go to my thoughts, which are the following. While this match did give us more to chew on compared to their last match at Backlash, it did still leave us all with serious nitpicks to be made. Most glaring one being, how does Cody go from being quote-unquote passing out to being well aware and at it in the next few moments afterwards? Totally something Cody should have sold more in all honesty, to be honest, and just hope this only serves to help the narrative of pushing Cody down so he can get back up in his quest and his story against Roman heading towards SummerSlam for the title. Instead of us just having to drag this feud out till then for Cody to overcome Lesnar that way instead at SummerSlam, obviously enough. Because obviously, if we go towards that, it's just going to be just why. But anywho, guys, in either case, not the total squash match some thought this match could have been, but totally one that left me more satisfied compared to what they gave us at Backlash, to say we put it here well enough, guys. So, moving on from that, we have the actual main event of the night of after this so-called triple threat or main event sort of show. We go from we have one set main event starting the show, one main event, the second main event piggybacking off of one another to go on before the actual true main event. So we have one main event taking place at the beginning, and the last two main events going back to back, legit at the legit tail end of the show. Blah. But the point thing here is the main event, well enough, obviously, guys, was none other than the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match with none other than Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. My picks for this match was for Owens and Zayn to win this match because obviously for the obvious reasons, obviously what we could pretty much all see coming well enough, and we'll address that in a second because obviously with the Usos potentially coming in to potentially screw them out and lead to some sense of obviously having the Usos finally starting to show the anchoring tides of the bloodlines, showing their, ends of the bloodlines, continuing the downfall of the bloodline, obviously enough for that sake, but obviously enough for another, while another obviously clear winner could have obviously been because obviously it's Sammy's first time in Saudi Arabia, and you obviously would not want him to lose, obviously, well enough for that fact alone. So obviously with that said, my prediction was for Zayn and Owens to win this match. And well enough, they won this match. So the next prediction score 4-3. And my thoughts of this match was, what more can honestly be said than what we all continually seem to feel as we keep seeing this bloodline storyline be told, and that this very stage start to see its sign of waning near its climactic end as Jimmy Uso stepped up and made his ultimate decision by laying down Reigns with two hellish super kicks. Was it formulaic and quite predictable? Sure. But it's all about the execution and the bold storytelling that does it in the end and makes it all worthwhile to once again keep us all engaged and intertwined in this ultimate adventure of a story we've all been writing for and enjoying every step of the way through it all. Closes off on a note that only makes looking forward to what's next all but anticipated to see the very least. Obviously enough, guys. So, with this said, obviously enough, my score, once again, the total score heading out of the show was none other than 4 wins and 3 losses for my total score of the show. And you might ask yourself, Sonic WWE 3AT, what is your overall thoughts to close out this kind of bum rush review of the Champions 2023? And I apologize for that. But still, guys, my overall thoughts on the show is this. To me, the show definitely seemed to be very lukewarm at best. Much of the matches we've seen gave us just what we were expecting and looking for out of this show, and the crowd ultimately were lively throughout it all as well. Not an outright winner of a show for sure, but a decent and adequate one that definitely kept me entertained from start to finish, and that's really all you really can ask for here, guys. Because obviously, it's better to actually have a show that keeps you entertained than an outright bad show overall, guys. So, blah. So, with this all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, this has concluded my pretty brief review of Night Champions 2023, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show for what it was worth, and overall, I actually hope you actually enjoyed my review for what I give you here for my very raw, immediate thoughts on the show once and for all. And obviously, guys, the show itself overall, once again, was just kind of, it was alright of a show. It was not good, not really bad, but just, serviceable and quite adequate to simply say it put, guys. So, huzzah. So, once again, guys, this pretty much, once again, overall has concluded my Night Champions 2023 review, and I shall potentially see you guys next time. I believe our next show stop is going to be Money in the Bank. So with that said, our next stop is going to be my Money in the Bank 2023 predictions and review coming up next to the channel, well enough. So with that said, so when it's done, obviously enough, I shall see you guys then. I'm going to close out this review before I blabber on anymore. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I shall see you guys next time for my Money in the Bank 2023 review and predictions. Obviously enough, predictions comes first, because obviously that's how it freaking works. Brain, why are you freaking blobbing like this? Blah. See what I said, guys? There I go. Blobbering myself, guys. So blah. I will see you guys next with my predictions for Money in the Bank 2023 before I get to my review of that said show. As we go for this potential world tour sort of thing WWE has been going for these past couple of shows since we go from WrestleMania towards SummerSlam. It's like the bridge between WrestleMania to SummerSlam has been leading us into a world tour headed to these two big shows. We go from Backlash being in Puerto Rico to this show being in Saudi Arabia to the next show being in London, England, well enough for Money in the Bank 2023. What the frick? I turned the Tweety bird all of a sudden. Blah. Well enough, guys. Once again, Money in the Bank 2023 is going to be in London, England, to potentially be the final showcase before we get to SummerSlam 2023, if I'm not to be mistaken. But due to Pullman in this, I am pretty 90% sure that it's going to be the case. So, blah. That's going to be then. This is me now saying goodbye for you guys for Night of Champions 2023. To see you guys next time for my Money in the Bank 2023 prediction videos. With the said to the legend, and ladies and gentlemen, I am blabbering. I'm done. I am done. This has been my review for the show. I am not drunk. I am not crazy. I am just simply trying to wrap this thing the way I simply can. So with said, no more randomness. I'm closing it out in style. Well enough saying, guys, once again, I think y'all all enjoying this comedic and kind of rambling of mine for Night of Champions 2023. And I shall see you guys once again next time on the channel for my Money in the Bank 2023 predictions. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys next time on Sunday 13, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out, guys.